What begins here has the power to change your life and the lives of those around you. And these lessons are not abstract, they are forged in the fires of challenge and tested under pressure. And although they were learned in the most demanding military training environments, they are relevant to anyone, regardless of gender, background, belief, or circumstance, because life itself is a constant test, and the ability to respond with discipline, courage, and persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who do not. The first lesson is deceptively simple. Start each day with a task completed. During SEAL training, this task was making your bed perfectly every morning, and while it may seem trivial, the act instills discipline. It teaches that small actions matter and that the momentum of completing one task can carry you through an entire day. And when you return at night, you are reminded that structure and effort bring order and confidence. And this same principle applies in life. No matter what you face, take small, deliberate actions consistently, and they will compound into meaningful accomplishments. And if you are listening to this right now, take a moment to like this video and subscribe, because this channel is here for those who want to take action, not just hear words. And another lesson is the importance of teamwork. During training, we were organized into boat crews, and every member of the crew had to paddle in perfect sync to make it through the surf and reach our destination. If one person faltered, the entire crew suffered. The lesson is clear. No meaningful achievement is accomplished alone. Seek mentors, partners, friends, and allies who will push you when you are weak, guide you when you are lost, and share in your triumphs when you prevail. And do not underestimate those who appear small or unlikely, because often it is those with the greatest heart, determination, and resolve who succeed. The next lesson is the inevitability of failure. Despite preparation, effort, and skill, there will be times when your best will not be enough, and you will feel like a sugar cookie covered in sand, wet, cold, and rejected by the world. But it is precisely in these moments that resilience is built. The ability to accept reality without bitterness, to continue forward despite hardship, and to grow stronger through adversity is a defining quality of those who change the world. And in your own life, recognize that life will place obstacles in front of you, obstacles that appear impossible to overcome until you confront them creatively and courageously. And sometimes the risks you take will seem foolish to others, but boldness in the face of fear often leads to breakthroughs and progress. And there will be sharks in your journey, threats, doubts, critics, and dangers that seem ready to consume you. But you cannot run from them. You must face them with calm, courage, and strategic thought. And when the darkness closes in, the moments when you cannot see the path ahead, when confusion, doubt, and fear press down on you, that is when your preparation, discipline, and inner strength are tested. And it is precisely in these moments that character is forged and history is made. And when you find yourself buried up to your neck in the mud, overwhelmed by pressure and challenge, remember the power of one person, one voice, one act of courage, one decision not to quit. And that single act can inspire others, lift them up, and create momentum far beyond what you imagined. And just as in SEAL training, singing together in the mud lightened the burden and warmed the spirit, your determination, positivity, and resolve can lift others and create change that spreads like ripples across a pond. And the next lesson is about embracing discomfort, hardship, and exhaustion, for they are not signs of failure, but catalysts for growth. The additional hours of calisthenics, the long swims, the obstacle courses, the physical pain and mental strain are the crucibles in which inner strength is developed. And in life, as in training, those who endure these trials without giving up emerge stronger, more capable, and more ready to face the inevitable challenges that lie ahead. And if you are finding value in these ideas, pause right now and leave a comment about which lesson resonates most with you, because engagement reinforces commitment and sharing insights encourages others, and you are part of that process. And another vital lesson is leadership and character. Leadership is not about rank or title. It is about responsibility, humility, and service. It is about stepping forward to lift others when they are down, to guide others when they are lost, and to make decisions with integrity, even when unobserved. And character is not revealed in comfort, but forged under pressure, when challenges and adversity test your principles and your courage and your commitment. And another lesson is mental toughness, because life will present moments of darkness, confusion, and overwhelming pressure, where panic, hesitation, or despair are tempting. The ability to remain calm, composed, focused, and disciplined in those moments allows you to navigate complexity, make sound decisions, and achieve what would be impossible under fear and chaos. And finally, the overarching lesson is never, ever quit. Because the moment you surrender, the opportunity to make a difference ends. The power to change yourself, to influence others, to create a better world is lost. So start each day with purpose, complete tasks with discipline, seek help and collaborate, face fears head-on, embrace challenges, take risks, lift others up, maintain character and integrity, and when you are buried in struggle and adversity, sing, metaphorically, sing in spirit, inspire hope, and act with courage, because one person with conviction, determination, and discipline can change the world. And as you continue forward, remember that change is rarely comfortable, and transformation never happens without challenge. The moments when you feel most exhausted, when every fiber of your body and mind is screaming to stop, are the very moments that define your capacity for greatness, because growth requires strain, effort, and consistency, and every obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of far more than you believed. And just as in SEAL training, where each day brought new tests, long runs, swims, obstacle courses, and calisthenics designed to push us beyond what we thought possible, in life, you too will face challenges designed to stretch your limits and develop your resilience. And in those moments, your mindset matters more than your strength, because the way you perceive difficulty will determine how you respond. And the next lesson is that hope is powerful, because in the darkest moments, the feeling that there is no way forward can be overcome by a single act of optimism, courage, or perseverance. And it spreads to those around you, creating momentum far beyond your immediate control. And when you feel buried in adversity, surrounded by fear, doubt, and uncertainty, remember the power of influence and example. One act of bravery, one word of encouragement, one decision to persist can ripple outward and inspire others to rise with you. And just as singing together in the mud during training lightened the burden and lifted spirits, in your own life, bringing hope to others strengthens your own resolve and reinforces the lessons you are learning. And another principle is accountability, because no matter your environment, support, or circumstance, the responsibility to act with discipline and integrity rests with you. And when you accept that responsibility fully, you cultivate respect for yourself and others, and your ability to lead, influence, and affect change grows exponentially. And the next lesson is courage under pressure, because fear will manifest in countless forms: obstacles, threats, failure, rejection, uncertainty, and the unknown. But the decision to stand firm, face these fears head-on, and act decisively develops confidence and capability beyond what mere safety or comfort could ever provide. And it is in these crucibles of pressure that true character emerges, when you respond with composure, focus, and determination instead of panic, hesitation, or complaint. And another lesson is resilience, because setbacks will come frequently, some expected, others entirely random and undeserved. And when you experience failure,
disappointment, or frustration, it is not a verdict on your worth or ability. It is a call to rise stronger, to learn from the experience, and to return with renewed determination. Because persistence through difficulty builds depth, strength, and the capacity to achieve outcomes that would have been impossible without enduring the struggle. And another vital lesson is innovation, because in the face of challenge, the conventional approach may not suffice, and sometimes the best path forward is the one that requires courage, imagination, and calculated risk. And those who embrace this principle achieve breakthroughs that others would have missed because they are willing to act boldly while others hesitate. And the next principle is humility, because no matter how skilled or accomplished you become, you must remain teachable, open to feedback, aware of your limitations, and respectful of those who contribute to your success, because arrogance blinds you to growth opportunities and isolates you from potential allies and mentors. And another lesson is empathy, because understanding and valuing the struggles of others strengthens relationships, builds trust, and creates an environment where collaboration and mutual support thrive. And as you lead and influence others, your capacity for compassion and understanding multiplies the impact of your actions. And finally, the ultimate lesson is never, ever quitting, because surrender ends possibility and halts progress, and every decision to persevere matters far beyond what you can see. And when you combine purpose, discipline, courage, teamwork, resilience, innovation, humility, empathy, and the refusal to quit, you become the type of person who can make a lasting difference in the world. And as you implement these principles in daily life, each action taken with intention creates momentum that compounds and amplifies over time. So start today. Begin with small tasks. Complete them with precision and integrity. Seek allies, collaborate, face challenges boldly, lift others up, maintain character, and when the struggle is overwhelming, metaphorically, sing in the mud and act with hope and courage, because the power to change the world is not abstract, it is within you, and your choices, your persistence, and your commitment can shape a future far greater than the present. And take a moment now to comment on which lesson resonates most with you, because your reflection and engagement reinforce the principles you are learning, and sharing these lessons inspires others to take action. And when you combine consistent action, collaboration, courage, resilience, and hope, you are not just improving your life, but creating the conditions for a world that is stronger, more compassionate, and more capable for generations to come. And your decision today matters, and it can echo through time, influencing countless lives long after this moment has passed. So remember the power of one person, one voice, one committed action to change yourself and the world. And as you apply these lessons every day, never forget that progress comes to those who endure, who act with integrity, who face fear with courage, and who refuse to give up. And now, as you move forward each day, take deliberate action, complete tasks, embrace challenges, collaborate with others, lead with empathy and humility, confront fear head-on, lift those around you, stay disciplined, reflect on your actions, and persevere relentlessly. Because in doing so, not only will your life improve, but the lives of those around you will flourish, and the cumulative effect of your choices, commitment, and actions will create a ripple effect that touches far more than you can imagine. And if you have found value in this message, share it with someone who needs it. Leave a comment about the lesson that hit you hardest, and remember to like and subscribe to continue receiving guidance and inspiration that reinforces the discipline, courage, and resilience required to change the world. Because your commitment matters, and together the impact of these choices can be enormous.